Yo, what's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, June 28th. I got my cowboy hat on. I'm down here in Florida. It's hot, a little bit overcast right now, but it's been a nice day. Every day's a nice day down here. Not a lot to talk about, folks. We had a mixed market today. We're still something like 73 billion from recovering from that tax drain on June 15th. So like I said, that takes time. That could take 6 weeks, it could take 2 months. Today we had a Social Security payment, which probably helped to keep the market from going down further. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bounce tomorrow. Powell is still out there talking about higher interest rates. It's just like, it's unbelievable because the markets are just making a fool out of the Fed with higher rates and the positive interest income flows into the economy. Remember, all the economists on Wall Street were saying, even going back to late last year, that 2023, a recession is guaranteed. I was the only one. I said that as long as they raised the debt ceiling, there wasn't going to be a recession because the leading spending flows of government right now still, 500 billion plus per month, and that's enough to keep us growing at 2.5%, 2.7%, something like that. And that's not going to slow up because most of that has to do with non-discretionary stuff and defense. So it's just going to be like a slow climb. I mean, it's not fun. I understand that, but you got to have commitment. I mean, anything, and this goes beyond investing. I mean, to be successful, you have to commit. If you don't commit, then you're just gonna, you're gonna quit. And, quitters are not winners. Quitters are losers. You have to commit. It's very, very important to commit and commit on every level. That means commit in what your goals are or what you're trying to do. Commit in making yourself better and improving yourself and expanding your education and knowledge. You got to commit. And it's costly in one way or another. It could be costly in terms of time that you have to put in. It could be costly in terms of disappointment along the way. It could be costly it could be monetarily, costly, but that's the only way. That is the only way. You have to have commitment. If you don't have commitment, then it's just not going to happen. And if you think there's a shortcut, look, the things I'm saying right now, you can hear on any motivational video, and you could discount that and you could say, oh, yeah, but it's all true. What else can I tell you? I mean, I wake up every day. Now I'm waking up at 3:30 a.m. because I'm living down here in Florida and I have to actually drive. It's only a 7-minute drive, but by the time I wake up at 3:30 a.m. and then, I like to get to the gym at around 4. I wake up, I got to get dressed and then, get in the car, 7 minutes, then I'm at the gym at 4. I used to wake up at 4. Now I wake up at 3:30. It sucks, what can I tell you? But, I'm committed to my health and well-being, and I do it. And then when I come home from the gym and there's no real cold showers here in Florida. I miss that. And I got to tell you, I kind of miss running in the cold weather because there's no cold weather really. Maybe in the winter, I don't know. But right now it's hot even in the morning. It's almost like 80 degrees in the morning, 77, something like that. But there's no cold water to take that cold shower, and I miss that. But got to commit, folks. You got to commit. I think a lot of you want the easy route, you want the shortcut. It's not going to work out. The easy route and the shortcut are not going to work out. And like I've been saying, the best education, information, background, foundation you could have is the basic macroeconomic conditions of the economy. And you're not going to get that unless you understand MMT. Look, we're still looking at this Fed, wanting to raise interest rates. And actually, inflation has been coming down. And like I said a long time ago, the Fed's rate hikes are going to impede the decline in inflation. And we see that. We see that in housing prices. We see that in auto prices, anything that are things that are purchased highly leveraged, and they just continue with the same orthodoxy, and they're not going to change that orthodoxy. And apparently the Biden administration is cool with that. So that's just going to continue. And it's like, I think we saw the Turkish central bank raise interest rates a couple of days ago, or maybe it was last week, by like 6.5%, 650 basis points. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, they're going Argentina. They're going full Argentina, where the rates are over 100%. But I'll tell you this: if you live in Argentina and you transact in local currency, and if you own stocks as a source of income or wealth or whatever you want to call it, you're ahead of the game. The Argentine stock market is one of the best performing stock markets in the world on a percentage basis. Yeah, in terms of currency exchange, it's bad, it's terrible, but that's because they keep raising the interest rate. That just destroys the freaking currency. So, and I mean, I've spoken about this so many times. There's so many examples, but this is just central bank orthodoxy, and it's just, they're never, ever going to change. They're never going to change, because this is like a very elite club. And if you're a member of this club, you're at the top level of policy in the world. You're considered elite. You're almost considered extra governmental. In other words, outside the realm of government, diktat. And these people are just never going to give that spot up. I mean, I can understand, like, if, you see some of these progressives who go to Congress and they get elected with all this, really high progressive rhetoric, and then they get in there to the House or whatever, and then all of a sudden they become one of the others. Suddenly the progressive impulse or the progressive ideas just kind of fade away, and they go along with whatever the speaker says or whatever. But that's the way it works, folks. I mean, we could bitch about it, or we could be informed and educated, and we could use it to our advantage. I prefer the latter. Use it to my advantage. And so right now it's kind of quiet. We need to get that full 73 billion of tax drain replenished. That will happen. I'm telling you this right now, that will happen. And by the end of the year, the market will be higher. So use this, as I've been saying, use this as an opportunity to buy. We got some incredible opportunities right now, I think, in gold and oil. Oil, like producers, 7 weeks in a row, they've been net long futures very aggressively. Gold producers have some of the smallest short hedge positions on, that I've ever seen. So, I mean, that's telling you something right there. And the economy is going to continue to grow. It's going to grow slowly, which means stocks are going to go up slowly. The growth rate is kind of like a measurement or a forecast of the pace of acceleration or decline in the stock market. If the economy was contracting, the stock market would be going down. The economy is expanding, but it's expanding at a slow pace, so the stock market's going up at a slow pace. But nevertheless, it's going up. And it's giving you an incredible opportunity, to add on to stocks right now, like good, high quality, leading companies. I mean, you know what's going to happen. I know all of you know what's going to happen. That eventually, this thing's really going to take off. By the way, sentiment is still kind of negative. It's a little bit positive, but at very low levels. At some point, this is really going to take off, and then everybody's going to chase it up at the highs. It's going to be a FOMO rally, and so now's the time. Now's the time. It might not look exciting. It might not look appealing. It might even look scary because you're worried about the interest rates. But I've been telling you about this for over a year, and I've been right. Nobody else is telling you this information, folks. Nobody else is giving you this information other than me. Okay? That's all MMT. That's why you got to go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, sign up for my service, MMT Trader. You need to understand this stuff. I mean, if you don't, then you're out there like with the rest of the sheep, and you're going to go jumping around in and out with the headlines. I have guys who told me like they got clients or whatever. They sold out like last year. They sold out in October. They sold out in September. They couldn't take it anymore. What is that? Now look at where we are. Is that how you want to be? No, you don't want to be like that. You want to build wealth. You want to accumulate wealth. You want to accumulate a position. This is a great opportunity right now. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. See you tomorrow. Bye.